Hi everyone, in this session we can have the discussion about the factor theorem. The factor theorem we can relate with the division of the numbers itself first. Then we will move on to the concept of the polynomials. So if you do consider the division of the numbers, the number 6, if you are dividing by 2, definitely the quotient it is 3 and we are getting the remainder 0. So in the case of the remainder turns to be 0, we can say that both 3 and 2 are the factors of the number 6. The same concept we can apply in the case of the polynomials. It is known as the factor theorem. If we are dividing a polynomial, say p of x, and the degree of that polynomial is greater than or equal to 1, and a be any real number, and if p of a equal to 0, we can say that x minus a is a factor of the polynomial if p of a turns to be 0. But I have a doubt, what is p of a? Do you remember that p of a means it is nothing but the remainder in the case of the remainder theorem. When we divide a polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1 by a linear polynomial, say x minus a, the value of p of a turns to be the remainder. That is the remainder theorem. So here also we are considering the remainder as p of a. The remainder turns to be 0. That is p of a turns to be 0. We can say that x minus a is a factor of the given polynomial. So let me explain that factor theorem, the statement once again. We can go through that one. Factor theorem. Let p of x be any polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1 and a be any real number. Then the first condition, x minus a is a factor of p of x if, what is the condition? P of a turns to be 0. Conversely, we can say that p of a equal to 0. In which condition? When x minus a is a factor of p of x. Let's move on to the problem in order to understand the concept more clearly. The first question number 1. Use factor theorem. Use factor theorem to verify. Use factor theorem to determine x plus root 2 is a factor of 2 root 2 x square plus 5x plus root 2. So here we are going to check whether x plus root 2 is a factor of the polynomial 2 root 2 x square plus 5x plus root 2. So let's apply the factor theorem over here. By the factor theorem we can say that if we do consider x plus root 2, that is a linear polynomial, we can equate with 0. And here we are getting x equal to negative root 2. Now we can find out that p of negative root 2, the value of the polynomial x equal to minus root 2, if that value it turns to be 0, that means definitely we are getting the remainder 0. We can say that x plus root 2 is a factor. So let's substitute the value here. 2 root 2 times negative root 2 square plus 5 times negative root 2 plus root 2. So it is equal to negative root 2 square. If it comes even number as the exponent, the product will be positive. 2 root 2 into root 2 square. That means root 2 square means it is root 2 into root 2. That is square root of 4. The answer is 2. So we are getting here 4 root 2 minus 5 root 2 plus root 2. So if you do combine 4 root 2 plus root 2, it is 5 root 2. So 5 root 2. So we can say that here it is 5 root 2 minus 5 root 2. We are getting 5 root 2 minus 5 root 2. It is equal to 0. Since we got a remainder as 0, by factor theorem, we can say that x plus root 2 is a factor. So by factor theorem, we could say that x plus root 2 is a factor. Move on to the next question. Question number 2. Find the value of k. Find the value of k if x minus 3 is a factor of k square x square minus kx minus 2. So in this case, if I am considering the polynomial, it is p of x, it is equal to k square x square minus kx minus 2. Already it is given over here as x minus 3 is a factor. By factor theorem, if x minus 3 is a factor, definitely I can say that p of 3 turns to be 0. That is by factor theorem. So we can substitute the value of x as p of 3. So we are getting p of 3 equals k square 3 square minus k times 3 minus 2, and we are equating that with 0 since it is given x minus 3 as a factor. So 9 times k square minus 3k minus 2 equal to 0. So here we are getting 9k square minus 3k minus 2 equal to 0. Now how we can solve this 9k square minus 3k minus 2? We studied that in grade 8 also, how to do the factorization for this one. So let me consider that 9k square minus 3k minus 2. Here we can apply that, splitting that middle term. 9k square minus 3k minus 2. You are aware of that fourth identity. Can you remember that fourth identity? What is it? X plus a times x plus b gets you x square plus a plus b times x plus ab. We are going to apply that identity, the fourth standard identity over here. And if I am checking, the leading coefficient is 9. So we can multiply 9 by the constant term negative 2. We are getting negative 18. For the time being, consider 18 without the sign. So if I am considering 18, I can say that the factors of 18 are 1, 18. Then 2 9s are also gets you 18. 3 6 are also we are getting 18. So in all the three cases we are getting 18 as the product. At the same time, here it is the middle term, it is negative 3. So if you are adding that two factors, that sum should be negative 3. So here if I am considering which number I have to give negative sign. So here if I am checking that middle term, it is negative 3. So definitely I have to give the greater factor negative sign. So let me give the sign for the negative for 18, 9 and 6. So 1 times minus 18 means the product is minus 18, no doubt. 2 into minus 9 also minus 18. 3 into minus 6 also we are getting minus 18. Now the problem it is, if we are adding both the factors, the sum should be the middle number negative 3. Of course, for 1 and negative 18, no chance. 2 and minus 9 also we are not supposed to get over there. So the last option is correct. If I am adding 3 plus minus 6, what is the answer we are getting? It is minus 3. 3 plus minus 6 we are getting negative 3. And 3 if I am multiplying by minus 6 we are getting minus 18. So we can replace the middle term by minus 6 plus 3. So here I am just going to change 9k square minus 6k plus 3k minus 2 equal to 0. Now have a look in the first two terms. What is common in between both? Definitely 3k is common. We can take it outside. What is left over? 3k minus 2. Now for the third and fourth term, nothing is common. So definitely 1 is the common factor for that. We can take it 1 as the common. 3k minus 2 equal to 0. So here we got 3k minus 2 as the common bracket. Take it outside. 3k minus 2 times 3k plus 1 equals 0. That means we are getting two linear factors. We can equate each linear factor with a 0. So here we will get 3k minus 2 equal to 0 or 3k plus 1 equal to 0. So if I am equating the first bracket with a 0, we are getting the value of 3k as 2. So what is k? K equals 2 by 3. Now the second case, 3k equals negative 1. and k gets you negative 1 by 3. So here it comes the value for k as 2 by 3 and k equal to negative 1 by 3. These are the two values of k. Now let's move on to the very next question. Question number 3. Find the value of a and b so that the polynomial x cube minus ax square minus 13x plus b has x minus 1 and x plus 3 as factors. So definitely if x minus 1 and x plus 3 are factors, we can say that p of 1 equals 0 and the second case p of negative 3 equals 0 by factor theorem. Now what we can do, we can find out the value of the polynomial at x equal to 1 by equating with the 0, and the next one also the value of the polynomial at x equal to minus 3, and we can equate that value with the 0. So let's proceed with the very first case, p of 1, let's equate with the 0. So it will come 1 raised to 3 minus a times 1 square minus 13 times 1 plus b equal to 0. Let us simplify this one. So 1 minus a minus 13 plus b equal to 0. That means what we are getting from here, 1 minus 13 means it is negative 12. Minus a plus b equal to 0. Now the same manner we are going to find out p of negative 3 equal to 0. So the next one we are going to apply p of negative 3. So it will turn as x cube means negative 3 the whole cube minus a times negative 3 square minus 13 into negative 3 plus b equal to 0. So here it is odd number means we are getting that product as negative 27 minus 9a, then minus into minus plus 39 plus b equal to 0. So we can solve here. Minus 27 plus 39. So what is the difference between 39 and 27? 39 minus 27 means we are getting it as 12. So 12 minus 9a plus b equal to 0. Since the right hand side are equal in 1 and 2, equation number 1 and 2, we can equate the left hand side. So here we are getting it as minus 12 minus a plus b equal to 12 minus 9a plus b. So it is equal to minus a plus 9a plus b, and plus b will get cancelled, equal to 12 plus 12. What is minus 9? Minus a plus 9a, we are getting 8a equal to 24. A equals 24 by 8, it is equal to 3. Now we can substitute that value back to that question. So if we are solving that one, we are getting the first one we got b minus a minus 12 equal to 0. So we can say that here b minus a equal to 12. Okay, so what is b? B equal to, we are getting it as 12 plus 3. 12 plus a, that means 12 plus 3, it is equal to 15. So we got a value of a and b, a equal to 3 and b equal to 15. Now it's the time for you to do the work by yourself. So the assignment for you, question number 1. Find the value of k. Find the value of k if x minus 3 is a factor of p of x equals 2x cube minus 5x square plus 3x plus k. And question number 2 it is. And that question number 2 it is from the board question paper. Both the questions are from the board question paper itself, and it is of 2016. So let me do that second question, question number 2 as assignment for you. It is if the polynomials 2x cube plus ax square plus 3x minus 5 and x cube plus x square minus 2x plus a leave the same remainder when divided by x minus 2, find the value of a. Thank you.